You re walking through a peaceful forest, sunlight streaming through the trees, when suddenly you spot a magnificent red deer. But beware, this encounter could serve as a critical warning sign. You might feel confident about understanding deer behavior, yet there's a hidden risk many overlook. When we project our emotions onto these animals, we distort our perception and put ourselves in danger. Picture this: you see a doe calmly grazing and feel at ease. However, that calmness could be a facade. A seemingly relaxed deer can quickly turn defensive if it senses a threat. Have you ever noticed how we tend to attribute human emotions to animals? It's a common mistake that clouds our judgment. Imagine spotting a solitary buck standing still. You might assume it's just resting. In reality, it's sizing you up, ready to react if it feels threatened. This misinterpretation occurs more often than you might think. People often get too close, believing they can connect with nature, but that comfort can provoke a defensive reaction. It's not just about physical danger, there's an emotional risk involved as well. Think back to a time when you misread a situation, mistaking kindness for caution. Deer experience this too. They are attuned to our movements and energy, and when we project our feelings onto them, we ignore their primal instincts. So, what's the real danger? It's not just about proximity, it's the false sense of security we create. The more we rationalize their behavior, the riskier our interactions become. Imagine a family on a nature walk, excitedly approaching a group of deer, laughing and snapping photos. But the deer, alert and watchful, are prepared to defend their territory. It's a ticking time bomb, just waiting for the wrong move. Ignoring these warning signs can lead to distressing encounters. But here's the good news: we can learn to observe more mindfully. What if you took a step back? Instead of rushing in with assumptions, pause and reflect on their behavior. Respect their space and watch their signals from a distance. In this interaction between humans and nature, patience is your best ally. Next time you are out there, remember, understanding red deer behavior is about respecting their instincts, not projecting your emotions. It's all about balance. When you encounter these incredible creatures, let curiosity lead you, but don't let BS cloud your judgment. But cloud your Nature has its own rules designed to protect both you and the deer. Consider this: how often do we overlook the subtle cues around us, both in nature and in our everyday lives? Have you ever watched a majestic red deer and thought you understood its behavior? What if I told you there's more beneath that serene exterior? Those calm eyes might be hiding surprising truths. Many people believe they can naturally read animal behavior, but our emotional biases can cloud our judgment. When we project our feelings onto red deer, we risk overlooking important stress signals that could affect their well-being. Imagine standing in a lush forest, watching a red deer graze peacefully. Its calm demeanor might suggest everything is fine, but keep observing. What if that deer is actually on high alert, masking its stress behind a facade of tranquility? People often miss the subtle signs in their behavior. A twitch of the ear or a slight shift in posture isn't just a quirk, it can be a cry for help. Misinterpreting these signals does to just mean missing the point. It could endanger these beautiful creatures. Think about a time when you felt overwhelmed yet smiled through it, wanting to appear strong. Red deer do the same. They might look unbothered while dealing with unseen pressures, and ignoring this can disrupt their natural habitat. Now, let's take it a step further. Picture a mother deer with her fawn. The fawn looks playful, darting around, while the mother stands rigid, scanning the surroundings. You might think she's just keeping watch, but what if she's sensing danger, her instincts urging her to protect her young? This is where it becomes crucial. If we misread that tension, we could unintentionally disrupt their environment. Imagine a group of hikers, unaware of the stress they were causing, moving closer under the guise of admiration. That simple act could force the deer to flee, leaving a vulnerable newborn behind. So, what's the solution? What's the solution? Start by truly observing. Slow down into the details. Understand their habitat and create distance when needed. It's not about imposing your views, it's about respecting their world. As we peel back these layers, remember that every animal is a universe of emotions and instincts. The takeaway: next time you encounter a red deer, look deeper. There's so much more to their story than meets the eye. If this resonates with you, consider subscribing. Let's explore the wonders of wildlife together, uncovering hidden signals one step at a time. Did you know that misinterpreting a red deer can lead to unexpected consequences? Imagine being in a serene forest, only to realize you've completely misunderstood the animal you're re-observing. Many people believe they understand animal behavior based on their own feelings, but there's a hidden risk. What if those feelings blind you to important signals? This is a common trap, and the consequences can be more serious than you might think. Picture this: you are out in nature and spot a majestic stag. You notice its calm demeanor and assume it's harmless. But what if that calmness is just a facade? This is where the hidden risks come into play. You are not merely interpreting the deer's behavior, you are projecting your emotions onto it. Let's dive deeper. Ever heard the saying, "They were just animals"? It's easy to dismiss their behavior as instinctual, but doing so makes us miss the subtle cues. A deer might be on high alert, ready to flee or defend itself, while you're standing there, blissfully unaware, thinking it's all about enjoying the scenery. Now, imagine you're hiking with friends, confidently explaining how gentle red deer can be. They're impressed, but the reality is that a sudden noise could send that deer running, leaving you puzzled about what went wrong. The risk escalates when emotions come into play. We all have biases, those filters that shape our perceptions. When we interpret a deer's actions through our feelings, we might overlook crucial signs of aggression or fear. Consider a scenario where you see a mother deer with her fawn. Your heart melts, and you feel compelled to get closer for a better look. But what if that mother perceives you as a threat? In an instant, a peaceful moment can turn dangerous. Now, let's raise the stakes. What if you decide to share your experience online, posting a video of how friendly the deer was? You might not realize that others could try to replicate your behavior, putting themselves at risk. This creates a cycle of misunderstanding and sudden consequences. The forest don't seem as safe as you thought. The solution is simple, but it begins with awareness. Recognizing your biases allows you to step back and